here it is. I have a bunch of stuff in here, first of which I would say my containers. So I have these 3 bigger ones, and I use those to collect things kind of similar to maybe if you had mullein growing and you wanted to shake something and you wanted to collect all the seeds that would fall from a larger area. It would be something like this. It's a great container for that. Or maybe if you were collecting something like lavender and you wanted to take off the whole flower pod and put them in here and then give it a shake, and then you could collect the stuff from the top and everything left at the bottom would be the seeds. So I have those, and I try to keep them empty, but they always end up having, like for example, there's some marigolds in there at the moment and other stuff. Then I have my smaller ones, and this has some ground cherries that are still waiting to be processed, and I have a dried out pepper in this one and a scarlet runner bean. So I try to stay on top of things and get things out and get them processed as soon as possible, but sometimes it just doesn't happen right away. This is the bag where everything goes once it's dried out and it's ready. So I have this little guy with me, and it houses all of the baggies. Go ahead and dump these out, I suppose. Yeah, so, you know, things like milkweed, beans, acorns that I collect from different places. I have a lot of various wild seeds, Cosmo marigold. This is money plant. I like to collect random things wherever I go. Watermelon seeds, kale, some pretty brassica, the ground cherries that I did already process, things like that. And I'll just stick them in the bag, keep them with me until I have a chance to put them at home with my other seed bank. Some more essentials that come in there would be labels. I have 2 bags that I keep with me for writing little labels, and I like to say where I found something, what color it is, what the plant is, and the variety, whatever information I can say, like maybe 4 feet tall, the season I found it. All that stuff is good information. I have some silicone, some Desica packets, so if you ever buy clothes or food and they have these in there, it's good to just go ahead and keep them and throw them in your seeds, and that will absorb extra moisture. Just make sure to keep them away from pets and kids because you don't want to eat that stuff. Other little handy things, rubber bands are sometimes helpful, scissors, and that's pretty self-explanatory. Sometimes you need to cut something off of a plant. I have a big labeler just in case, but I don't use it that often. And then, of course, I have my smaller pen. I don't even know where it is, but it's somewhere, and I use it an awful lot. There it is, under my skirt. Just keep a pen in here, and you're going to want to have scissors, things to label, things to collect seeds. It's good to have like a paper bag. You can tie a paper bag around a stalk of something and just leave it there for a few days, or shake it while you're standing there, and that's a great way to collect seeds. And it's good, especially in fall, to always have a seed saving kit somewhere nearby. So I like to keep mine in the car, and that way I'm always prepared no matter where I go, what I'm working on. If I see plants that are ready to give me seeds, go ahead and take them. I suppose if you're a bicyclist and you don't have that much space, or you don't want to commit to all this stuff, the main thing would be to just have baggies, ways to collect the seeds. That's the most important thing. And then secondly it'd be great to label them. Just remember, when you collect stuff, it's usually not totally dry, and you need to process it by leaving it out for a few days on something like a paper plate or a towel, just so that everything can dry out. Because the worst thing to do is to put seeds that are still moist into an airtight container. They will rot, and your seeds will die. They won't be viable. So as long as you get that covered, I think you're ready. Go out and save seeds, share with friends, start a seed swap, and just go to town, get gardening.